Hey students, I wanted to talk to you briefly or continue the conversation that I started about rural and urban land use patterns. This is actually your assignment for today, so you'll download it from Canvas, upload it into your Google Docs, and then put the answers on the paper and hand it in. The last three questions here are on page 131 in your textbook. Don't worry about these questions. I thought that you would have the textbook information to answer them, and I was wrong. So just worry about questions 1 through 6. So the very first, number 1, A, B, and C, this is the urban area models that I talk about in the other video, where I explain how Beaver fits the sector area model and why. So you need to answer that and then identify 2 other cities and explain which urban area model they fit. For the next part, you're going to go to this website and compare and contrast some information from different cities. So the website is called urbanobservatory.org. So when you come to the website, this is what it looks like. And then if you scroll down, click on Launch App, and it will open it up. And it will take just a few minutes. And this is an app that's maintained or created by Esri. Those are our GIS friends. And it allows you to compare different kinds of data in different cities around the world. It's really pretty cool. It does take just a minute sometimes. And then after it's loaded, it will say start comparing. And it defaults to New York, London, and Tokyo. And I just leave it on these 3 cities for the beginning of your assignment. This is population density. Population density is how many people live in a square mile. Your instructions tell you to change to theme, work, and commercial. Commerce is business, it's sales, it's people buying things or selling things. So when it loads, we still have our same 3 cities. If we look at the legend, it shows that this bluish color is our commercial areas. If I zoom in or out, you'll notice that all 3 maps zoom in or out. And there's a question that asks about scale. And here's the scale. And if you look really carefully, you'll see that the length of line for the 3 different cities is not the same. You'll notice that the line for Tokyo is much shorter than the line for London. So this means that the scale is not the same for all 3 of them. While all 3 of them show that this line is 6 miles, this one is shorter, which means that this map for Tokyo is actually showing a larger geographic area than the other maps. Also, it's going to have you, it asks you to look for patterns. That's what geographers do. They're looking for patterns and how things are spatially organized. So this is my commerce in London and Tokyo and New York. This is where my sales happen. But the next question asks you to look at industry. Industry is manufacturing. Where are these things made? Now, manufacturing places and manufacturing companies are located close to transportation hubs because they have to be able to get their goods to a market. New York and Tokyo are great manufacturing places. You'll notice that these businesses are located next to the ocean. They're located next to the docks so that they can get that stuff, the stuff that they make, shipped to different places around the world. In London, there's not a lot of manufacturing because you don't have that transportation readily available like you do in these other cities. There aren't right or wrong answers to these questions unless you give me BS answers. I want it to be apparent that you've actually tried to figure this out or understand the information that's being presented to you. If you have questions, please shoot me an email. I'd love to discuss it with you, help you understand. Thanks for all your hard work, you guys. Have a great week.